Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. I'll be reading out of the Quran. The Heavenly Host wanted me to read out of the Quran again today. I'll be reading out of two separate chapters, but each of the sections are very short. So I'm not gonna stay on here long, you know. So I'm gonna try to get finished with this. Anyway, I will be reading from chapter 10, Jonah, section 11, verses 104 through 109. Then I'll be reading chapter 11, section 1, a warning, verses 1 through 8. I'm going to just try to get done with this. I hope people are finding hope somewhere on this earth, you know. I know it's not pleasant everywhere on this earth, and for that I say I'm sorry. I wish it could be better, but you know, if you're alive, you have to work with that and try to just remember you have your life, you can rebuild, you know. It's not, that doesn't make it easy and it doesn't make it fun, but it makes it necessary. So you must find hope from somewhere. Don't let the enemy, you know, destroy you completely. As devastating as things may be, you have to keep going. You got to have faith. You know, look to God in the most difficult and complicated moments. You know, still look to Him. You know, as hard as it is, and still believe in Him. You know, regardless how rough it gets, believe in Him anyway. I know it's hard out here, and some people have it worse than others, you know. A lot of us are suffering, you know. War is not just overseas, it's everywhere. It's all over the world, and people go through different battles in different places of the world, and the battles manifest in different ways, you know. So it's not easy. I'm just blessed that I have a space where I can have peace within my own space. When I'm in my house, I'm peaceful. You know, but when I leave the house is when all of the drama begins, because I never know what's going to happen, you know. But at any rate, but I stay hopeful because I'm going through some stuff too, not, you know, that's unnecessary, you know, that I didn't even try to manifest. It's people trying to manifest negative things in my life, you know, because they not balanced. But I refuse to allow people like that to throw me off anymore. I'm just not going to do it. If they're not right with God, that's their problem. I mean, you know, they're going to have to work on themselves. That's all I can say. Because I'm peaceful, and I'm not going to let people disturb my peace. I'm not. You know, when I go outside, I just have to be cautious. I'm always glad when I get back home, though. I'm like, oh, thank you. Then I get my peace back. But anyway, I'm real thankful that God gives me every day. I get to wake up and do it over. You know, that's how I look at life. I look at it like, you know, if I wake up the next day, I get a do-over. I get a do-over. And I treat each day like that, you know, like it's a do-over. And I'm constantly looking up, you know, trying to figure out how I can keep my spirit uplifted in the midst of all this madness. There's a lot of madness going on right now. It's just crazy. It really is. It really is. It's a lot. Sometimes I don't even know what to think, you know, because I really try hard to not be involved in a bunch of madness, and it just seems like people go out of their way and just seems like it just try to chip away at my peace and my stability for no apparent reason. And then if I call people out or bring it to their attention what they are doing to me, they act like I'm something wrong with me. When I'm just minding my own business, just going about my life, you know. I'm not going to let people change me, the core and the essence of me. I'm joyous. I've always been a joyous person. You know, it's not my fault that they don't know how to laugh and be joyful. They need to go within for that. I've always played and teased people, and I'm not going to change that. It's fun. People need to learn how to lighten up. I'm not going to let people change that. That's not bad. Being joyous is a good thing. I'm going to keep my joy, and I'm going to keep my peace most of the time. Peace comes and goes, though, for me. As long as I'm at home, I have peace. When I'm at home. When I leave the house, certain places I have peace if I'm just, you know. But when I go out in the city to do what I got to do, then it becomes something totally different. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get on done with this. Chapter 10, Section 11, Divine Judgment, verse 104. Oh, what is he going to say? What do they want to say today, y'all? Because I didn't read it. Say, O people, if you are in doubt as to my religion, know that I serve not those whom you serve besides Allah, but I serve Allah who causes you to die, and I am commanded to be of the believers. And that thou set thy purpose towards the religion uprightly, and be not of the polytheists, multiple gods. Polytheists, believing in multiple gods. And call not besides Allah on that which can neither benefit thee nor harm thee. For thou shalt then be of the unjust. So don't be calling on, y'all calling on all these demons, people in the sorcery and stuff like that. Y'all calling down all these other things, you know. And them spirits are real. People don't think that stuff is. Spirits are real. Now, whether they're calling the name of the spirit that appears or shows up is the same spirit, who knows that? But the spirits do manifest and they appear. You don't have, if the heavenly host in them could appear too now, just ask me. I got photos of it. I got one in particular I put in my profile pic and I rotate. They let me take a photo of them. It was like a hologram. This is the honest to God truth. I have no reason to lie. I have the proof on film. I have it. And I show people. Now whether they can tell what it is, I don't know. One person admitted they could tell what it was on the internet. One person admitted they could tell what it was. I'm just saying that's just the mild stuff for me. It's gotten even more serious for me, but people don't believe it. That's why I'm like, oh my God, if you only knew, people, how serious this is. That's why I can't play with them. Because I know it's real. People are just playing. I'm going to finish. It's serious. It's way more serious than people think, and they need to quit conjuring up all these different spirits and stuff. Because they don't know what they're doing. Don't know what you're doing. And whoever bullying bad guy, if you're listening to this, conjuring up all them demons and stuff on folks, that's just what's coming back for you. That stuff is real, okay? Don't have to believe it. If you're blessed that you never had to have any supernatural experiences, you might want to thank the heavenly host for that, because it's kind of creepy and scary if you're in your right mind about it. Because I'm with God, so, you know, I'm okay. But it can be scary. I'm telling you the truth. I don't have a reason to lie. People can think I'm crazy if they want to. I know the truth. And I have proven it through my video photo. And I rotate that photo and show people sometimes. That's why you got to look at my profile. I talk to people through them profile photos. Those profile photos speak real loud. I wish people knew how serious this whole thing is. I wish they knew. Oh my God, Jesus. And if Allah afflicts thee with harm, there is none to remove it but He. And if He intends good to thee, there is none to repel His grace. He brings it to whom He pleases of His servants, and He is forgiving the merciful. That sounds good. Let me just read that one more time for y'all. And if Allah afflicts thee with harm, there is none to remove it but He. If He intends good to thee, there is none to repel His grace. If He brings it to whom He pleases of His servants, and He is the forgiving, the merciful. If you're alive, start praying for forgiveness. That's it. He's trying to give you some hope. And he's trying to get you to just, while you still can. You don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. The bad guys are perfect. The good guys aren't perfect. We could be doing the same thing. It's who you serve. But you do need to try, if you serve God, you do need to try to elevate yourself and be better and not be clown as much. I mean, you know, we're people, we're humans. We're going to clown, so we clown sometimes. We do. We know we clown. Me too sometimes. And when I do and I mess up, I just mess up. I'll be embarrassed. That's okay. I just get over it and move on. I just keep going. I'm like, well, I got to bite this one. But I accept responsibility for my mistakes. That's the only difference. But I'm not sitting out to hurt people. Calling down demons on people and all that old stuff. I'm not doing all the why. I'm not stalking people. Why? For what? People need to get a life, boy. I tell you, it's terrible. People that switch stuff up so much, it's like the people that got sense, they try to act like we ain't got no sense. But the other people that ain't got no sense, they try to act like they have sense. Let me get done. Say, oh people, the truth has indeed come to you from your Lord. So whoever goes aright, only for the good of his own soul. And whoever errs only against it. And I am not a custodian over you. He is still trying to give people a chance. Please change, world. Choose love, not hate, not war. Why? We shouldn't be having all this division. I don't see anything that supports that in any of the texts. The Old Testament, the Torah, the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Quran. I don't see where it says to divide the religions. That's contrary. They just pick up where the other one leaves off. I'm gonna get the first of the year. I'm gonna get a Buddhist text so I can start. I said I was gonna do that anyway, but I'm gonna invest in a Buddhist text. I am, because I want to hear what this is gonna be my thing. This is my study lesson. Remember that. So I'm just trying to learn. So please, if anybody has a comment or anything, feel free to leave me a comment and give me your your thoughts, please. Anyway. And follow what is revealed to thee, and be patient till Allah give judgment. And He is the best of the judges. He's trying to give us a chance. Please give us all a chance, Lord. Those who love God, we're trying to push this thing out, man. We don't want him to just allow stuff to get wiped out. I don't want to go like that. All messed up and, because when he comes back to deal with us, they're already here. But when they come back to really deal with us, we don't want no World War III. That's the last thing we want. We do not want that. Anybody that wants that, there's something wrong with y'all. And if you're going down in your little bunkers and stuff and gonna do us in, you're gonna be dealt with. It ain't gonna work out for you like you think. And you're wrong for that. If that's the direction you're heading. We matter up here. We matter. Us poor people matter. You better get right and find God. Chapter 11, section 1. You better find God. Use your power for the right thing, not the wrong thing. Section 1, a warning. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I, Allah, am the seer. A book whose verses are characterized by wisdom, then they are made plain from one wise aware. That you should serve none but Allah. Surely I am to you from him a warner and a giver of good news. He is giving us a chance still. People, please change. Please. Just change. Try just a little bit. Start with just a little bit. Turn your life over to him. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. It's who you serve. You serve in the dark or the light. I'm going to just make it easy for those in the front, the middle, and the back. And ask forgiveness of your Lord and then turn to him. Boom! He will provide you with a goodly provision to an appointed term, and he will bestow his grace on everyone endowed with grace. Boom! And if you turn away, I fear for you for the chastisement of a great day. Come on, people. He's trying to lighten up a little bit. He's trying to give us grace. Change. It's time. Some of you still have time. To Allah is your return, and he is the possessor of power over all things. All things, baby. All things. Now surely they cover up their breasts to conceal their enmity from him. Now surely when they put their garments as a covering, he knows what they hide and what they make public. Okay. Surely he is knower of what is in the breast. And there is no animal in this earth, but on Allah is the sustenance of it, and he knows its resting place in its depository. And all is in a clear record. And he it is who created the heavens and the earth in 6 periods. And his throne of power is ever on water, that he might manifest the good qualities in you, whoever of you is best in deeds. Deeds now. Deeds can mean several different things, okay? It can be like in how you act, and it can also be like a contract. And if thou sayest, you shall surely be raised up after death, those who disbelieve say, this is nothing but clear deceit. And if we delay for them the chastisement for a stated period, they will certainly say, what prevents it? Now surely on the day when it will come to them, it will not be averted from them, and that which they scoffed at will beset them. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I mean, you know, he is trying to give us a chance. Let's see. He's trying to give us a chance. I hope you could tell the difference in the lesson today. Anyway, I want us to take a moment of silence for all those who are being affected by conflicts all over this world. Just all over this world. And I want you to smile this day anyway. And reach out to one person at a time. One person at a time. One person at a time. Okay?